Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this monthly tournament cast we got going. It's finally live. We had a lot of trouble with the STV. That's the reason for the delay, but everything is perfect now. I'm here with Ro, console on the camera. What are we going to see here tonight, Ro? We're not doing a roster rundown, mind you. Just what are we going to see?
Well, we're going to be seeing a very competitive side of TF2 tonight. You know, we've been doing the Swiss tournament style. I don't even know what that means, but it's something like round robin, I'm guessing, where teams just play teams at random, and then we get seeding, and then there's more things to come tomorrow with the actual continuation of this tournament. But the teams we've got for you right now at this moment are going to be two teams currently in open. They're considered high open. And the medic's got over 160 ping, but it's slowly stabilizing, so hopefully that won't be an issue. But yeah, this is yabaDABadoo, something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Versus another team name that I've already forgotten as well.
Delicious Activity.
There it is, Delicious Activity. A good spoof name for a very unlikable team.
Yeah,
maybe they'll be more delicious.
Due to there being open players, most of us, I would wager, have not seen them play before. Unless you yourself are a regular denizen of the open scrim scene. Maybe you'll know some of these players. But it's unlikely that Ro and I do. But you never know. I know that our cameraman has some bias going on here, because he's actually a member of one of these teams. In his non-cameraing time, but he'll be with us here. His gang has a replacement for him. So it looks like they should be readied up soon, because there's some discussion in the server about readying up. And there we go. So it is going to go live. Let's see. This should be fast and furious. Open TF2, something that unfortunately doesn't get to grace Twitch very often.
Yeah, this is sort of like a blue moon kind of moment here, where we're really going to be seeing the goods. And right now we're going to be seeing Titan, the demo man, whiffing his ramp slide and going to be taking a little bit of extra damage there, while Doggo soars into IT and is going to be doing a little bit of work here in the flank because they're ignoring it. But as a result, they're pushing forward. They need to take advantage of this. And now Doggo is at the choke, doing a little bit of work onto Titan. He might actually be able to cut this frag, but no, backs out instead. Meanwhile, Titan did manage to pick up a frag on the ball. But the rest of the blue team, I don't even know which team is which. We're just going to call them by their colors. Blue team is currently getting the better of it. Going to take down Titan as well. Going to get cleaned up there by Azion. Doggo doing a very good job of flanking. It was a very long con, but he finally managed to get back into the mid and do some work there.
Yeah, they knew about it, and they held a scout in reserve. Yeah, and so yabaDABA is who won the mid. And they mainly just played nice and together there and didn't let themselves get spread out. And then a nice pipe kill came out of Titan, took out Scrambles, and that pretty much ended the mid there for them. Because they lost too many players and had a roamer trap behind, more or less. But he did make the great escape, as Ro pointed out. So we do see even Ubers here, which usually denotes the beginning of a stalemate. Well, typically the team that holds mid is going to be the one to break that stalemate. But it's actually the other way around. Topsy-turvy world. Doggo comes in here, makes the big kill onto the sacking player there. But they got Nate down quite a bit there. A little scary. But in the end, we remain where we are, Ro.
Yeah, there was a lot of freedom there, and it was very good initiative from Doggo. And he spotted the med and was able to get another rocket jump as well as a rocket off, but obviously it's not quite enough to take down the medic with just 1.5 rockets. Yes, a half rocket is when you release the rocket after having pressed it down and nothing happens. That's the definition of a half rocket, Marxist.
But we do have the sniper in from Ryan, who's going to take out Scrambles again. So Scrambles for the second time is the pick which initiates the push. The Uber is popped fairly early. They are on. The exchange is much better for blue so far. And we'll see what happens in this fight after Titan is already beat up and down now. And the Lord Infernity is going to go down as well. Azon will take out Alice. And we see LOL guy, the medic, trying to escape here. Very low health, but he is going to make it out. Big distraction play there from Doggo to buy his team some time to reestablish here. It is just a sniper and a soldier right now pushing here on this second, but no! LOL guy peeks his head out and gets it blown off, and that should allow the respawns to come in here. And Ryan's still going, gonna pan scrambles and take away his life.
Yes, bot Ryan is clearly got something going on. He's got the favor of the bot in his aim right now. And as a result, they're going to be pushing in with full Uber advantage. And with a sniper up 2, it's really cushy to just sit back while the rest of your team is Ubering forward. On the right side here, they're working their way in. A lot of opening from Lyle. And Titan also trying to push the players back, but there's a little bit of a hurt player up top. And they lose their sniper before they can even use the Uber, really. Finally, it does come out. And it will be trying to cut off the point, but they're not getting any cap time here. Ball surfing away the damage as best he can. And delayed long enough for the respawn to be able to take down some players, but the player who was hurt and hiding inside the panic room is just now still getting into the faces of the enemy team. Gonna get taken down, and then a chip away shot from Alice will clean up Azion. And that is the beefiest push I've ever seen from a team that isn't Delicious Activity. That was yabaDABadoo that failed that.
Yeah, they let themselves get kind of spread out there. I don't think they were ready for what was on the other side there. Very nice hold out here from Bowell, blocking that choke to prevent the pushback in. It didn't look like they really wanted to, but now the counter Uber comes in with LOL guy and scrambles. Titan's gonna try to jump away but blow himself up and die in the process. And no demo usually means a good push is coming in, but they do have that sniper in Ryan to contest with, and Ryan has gotten a lot of kills. We'll see. Alice is gonna try to distract them, and that will probably be enough to get the mid, but the bomb is already in here. He's gonna get Ryan. That's Doggo again, really helping his team there, and the Uber's gonna be forced, and it's not very good, bro.
Yeah, it's just Demo's trying to flail around this scout, and in the end he still dies. Azion could not chase it down quite enough, and Alice, as well as Doggo, still causing so much havoc onto this point, able to get some good damage on Infermi. Infinity? I don't even know. We're just gonna call him Lord. Lord did a very good job there of at least getting the retaliation frag in his dying breath. But now with that Uber, that poor Uber that we saw, and the medic not getting out especially, we're going to be seeing a huge advantage. 80% coming in through the lobby any moment now.
Doggo just did a ton of work there and caused their Uber to end up as a solo. And then LOL guy hit a big arrow on Bowell and prevented his death during the opposing Uber, but they're gonna come in now for the push almost assuredly. It looks to be a solo demo so far to get this gun. Scrambles is already on the point, gonna get a kill. Still hasn't put time on it, but they're all over it right now, but can't really get on. It is mostly Cap. They're trying to deal with the Heavy now. Soldier trying to guard the point. The Heavy has no health, but they don't focus him out, and now they're gonna pull back. Well, maybe Doggo was trapped in. He tried to do what he could. So a half cap failure there. Just a bit of a failure to focus fire, Ro.
And Azion, I really don't know how he didn't die. He was on his last legs for at least 30 seconds of that fight. Right now, though, Lyle is going to be able to do enough damage and distract the demo. Keep him keep him just tucked in, just outside the escape, the freedom of choke. And he's going to get taken down there by bot Ryan, who's opted to go back to scout. He's put away the sniper rifle for now, but we might see a little bit more of him later on. Meanwhile, looks like yabaDABadoo, or excuse me, yes, red is yabaDABadoo. yabaDABadoo coming in, gonna get taken down by Scrambles, the enemy sniper from Delicious Activity, and he's doing a nice little dance there, gonna get batted down by Azion, who's taking a little bit of damage here. The force does come out though, and Delicious Activity are looking really strong to clean up some more frags here. There's Lord Infernity hiding inside of the sewer, and not a lot of players to work with when it's just a demo and a soldier. Oh, 74 on the upswing as he was landing in choke, just takes him down in midair, kills him outright. And now the respawns have come in, and Doggo's gonna be a factor here. Although he's very low on health here, they didn't get in for free, but they have managed to force the rest of yabaDABadoo out of the fray and held on to their mid. And now Hoobers are equalized. We're gonna see how this pans out.
Yeah, that this mid-win purely, I think, comes down to the ability of Scrambles as Sniper to juke that Scout Uber for about 6 or 7 seconds, and thus the push-in to take mid rendered only a Sniper frag, and then the rest was history because the pushback in with Uber was just too strong. But now we're gonna have an Uber v Uber fight maybe, but the damage at Choke is huge. Gonna see 2 players go down right to start it. The Uber does get forced from LOL guy, but Nate is in super deep and they are gonna get wiped out here. Lord Infernity is all that is left, and he is being chased. We'll see if he gets chased all the way back. There's rockets. No! He uses the respawn to not die, but I think the door would have closed in time. They are all over this point too, and they're gonna grab it, Ro.
That was very solid. They managed to just knock them back into this shutter, just spook them out just enough to make sure that the Scout Scrambles, if I'm not mistaken, could just secure that for the team. And so now we're looking at our first, after 9 minutes, the first round going to Delicious Activity, who are now going to be going to this mid. Ball hits his ramp slide with no problem whatsoever. Titan going to get dropped by the doggo as he soars across the sky. Lyle going to try and retaliate, get up top here. Not going to be able to connect any more rockets, and now it's looking really desperate. 74 going to get a nice clean frag onto Azeon, and Big Damage is able to clean up Lyle just through the shutter as it's closing. Another rocket connects onto Ryan, and oh my goodness, Doggo is unstoppable. These rockets are on point from Delicious Activity. It's looking desperate now. They clearly are the better team so far.
Yeah, the big irony there is Lord Infernity screwed up his quick rollout jump and thus ended up just standing in choke, whereas Doggo did not and instantly killed Titan as a result. Still a dire situation here because Uber is maybe going to be in play, but they are waiting to heal up instead. Nate just now respawned, so they've got the time to mess with this. And here they go, I think. Yep, they're going to lead in at Scout and Soldier, try to bottle them up. And so far, they're only coming away with 1 frag. The pressure on the point is huge, though. They're all over it, yeah, and they give up a ton of health. But when they swarm all over the point like that, eventually, if they're the only ones standing on it, you're just going to win.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. If you're standing on it, you'll win. So now, good old Delicious Activity. It's really hard without, like, just even, like, the tiniest thing, like, in the corner. It's just blue and red. It's hard to remember. Delicious Activity, maintaining their lead. Doggo hits his rollout, gets right into the face of Titan, knocks him into the corner, knocked him out. He'll trade his life for it, but that's definitely a good frag to get very early in the mid, and now Lord Infernity couldn't get any further than himself. He's gonna get taken down, or no, excuse me, Lylebot getting taken down. Infernity's still very low on health, and the flank from 74 is gonna be right on top of the shutter. Connects on the med, and a nice little mini air shot on the bot. Ryan is gonna get rattled as he lands on the ground. He will grab that frag for himself, but Alice is also on the hunt. This is a very classic spot, and he's gonna get called out by Alice, so it's gonna be all for naught. But he will be able to escape with his life with a nice little wall banger, you could call it.
Yeah, so we're gonna see an easy second cap here, and maybe another Uber. We had that really long first round, and then I guess the Doggo and crew just woke up, and they have been really bringing it since then. And we'll see the Uber, they so far have really favored Scout Soldier. They're going to do it again. In comes Scrambles and the Soldier. Going after that demo, he does not make it to the bug spot to bring himself back, and they are cleaning up frags left and right. And yeah, and plus excellent point pressure, Ro. They're pressuring that point better than some invite teams.
Yeah, it's remarkable how you like there's some kind of shift in how you handle a last push as you get higher and higher in the the TF2 levels, and you lose something along the way, and I agree, it's the point pressure. You need to just cap it on process, cut it off and cap it. Right now though, Infernity very high and mighty, getting on top of Doggo at the same time, gonna steady his hand so he doesn't get any further, but 74 going for the billboard jump, gonna wrap around on top of the health pack and steal that one. The rest of poor yabaDABadoo is just kind of on the low ground, getting it cleaned up there by some nice rocket from 74, and Alice is fighting in front of this. He's gonna be chasing around these rocks, gets the fadeaway shot on Lyle. Thankfully though, the rest of yabaDABadoo will escape with their medic. while the rest of Delicious activity is getting slowed down by these stickies. We're gonna be seeing initiation from Doggo, calling things out. Alice also very close to wrapping around that corner and getting on Titan, who is almost alone inside the lobby. They're gonna give up second, and Delicious activity will be finding themselves in the comfortable position of 3 rounds up and owning second.
Yeah, but we should remember, we haven't really had an even Uber's last push so far, and Doggo is going to go down straight away, but Nate is going to get forced in that. They're going to try to maybe come out here, but no, Nate overcommits. Nate has really overcommitted several times now, and now they're in a bind. It's back into the Delicious wheelhouse here. They're actually going to bring a Chariot Uber to start, get 1 frag to begin. Both scouts on the point, nobody blocking it. Look at that. Look at that, Ro. They just Ubered in both scouts. They stood on the point for free, no stickies on it, and it was easy peasy from there.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And now we are just moments away from potentially ending this round. There's still plenty of time left. I mean, if Delicious Activity can win 4 rounds in 15 minutes, by golly, we could see the same thing happen. Right now, Doggo going to be doing some very good job of getting damage on Infernity, but he will get the better of it with the help of Azeon. But the follow-up bomb from 74, using that billboard, going to dump a lot of damage on the Titan here, who's very desperate to stay alive here. 74 is back in the fray, getting pistol down, and it's looking like finally they found their stride, and yabaDABadoo will hold on to this mid. Potentially, they did just lose Infernity, and now poor Ball is going to get disconnected, and somehow Lokai just jumps through the shutter. Alice is not afraid, but he's going to get 2-shot there by Ryan, who's got himself a 2nd kill. Doggo on the respawn is going to be able to protect Lol Guy, and they will not be able to go any further than that. They will secure the mid, but Ubers are dead even. Azeon is opting to go for Sniper. No, he was just going for the respawn. But they're looking like they want to fight this, which is a mistake because all the respawns are coming in from Delicious Activity, and now poor Ryan is going to have to find his escape through sewer. And now we're at the official reset.
Yep, so they're going to stalemate it out here. That time when Doggo decided to go for a really aggressive bomb, as he has pretty much all night, and they finally had a proper response to it and just killed him without losing too much, Nate has slowed down his roll at mid. Oh, there's on to Nate right there, and Ryan tries to make big plays, but not gonna do anything. Straight away, the bomb comes out. Lord Infernity's gonna die to Doggo, who's now all over them at mid and gonna force the Uber. Yeah, not a proper hold there of IT, and it's gonna cause them to just break down. Momentary server lag there, and this will be an easy cap. I'm not really sure they needed to even pop for it. And they're going to secure that Nate frag he was trapped in. And we'll see if they're going to stack this. They're stacking it pretty hard. Ryan might try to do something. Azeon is stuck behind. And now he's going to run back. It would have been cool if he could have blocked that. But now he's just trapped behind forever.
Yeah, no, but this is actually really good. Oh, Ryan just runs right past a potential demo frag. Goes for safety over security. I don't think that's the right way to say it. But anyway, Azeon, both scouts knew he was behind, so he couldn't really go for the point. And now they know he's still behind. They just got to wait for the opportunity. Doggo is playing in the upper lobby. Azeon is calling things out for the team. He's like, hey, Demo's sitting on top of the point. You know, he's doing a really good job of scouting things out right now. But they saw him, a nice little corner shot. There's a little intimidation there from Scrambles. He shoots one little scattergun to discourage him, and now they're going to be pushing in with this Uber. 50% to go for Nate to get this Uber off. The Uber, though, has managed to come right on top of the point. Ryan going to get forced down very quickly here, and now it's just a demo with the scout behind. This 3-rune blade comes out, takes down the medic, and that's going to be a GG at the 17-minute mark. Marxist. What happened here?
Well, they got blown up at mid and then failed to hold blast very effectively because the sticky trap wasn't there a lot of the time. So that hurt. Just a little bit slower to respond on a whole. And that's how you get 5-0'd, is when your medic gets caught in or you overextend with your Uber. So that was pretty much all that I saw there. You would figure that's going to happen, though. So pretty cool game, though. We got to see a lot of players that maybe in a year or so you'll see in the invite games. So pick your favorites, and we'll see, and follow their career.
Yeah, get a
as it
taste
were.
of some players like Scrambles, who I don't know if we have logs up. I'm looking at the logs. I don't know if it's on screen, but he managed to top damage and just shy of getting top frags. You know, Ryan, who had so many incredible sniper frags, four headshots, and well, yeah, four headshots and one SMG kill. Ryan was able to do a lot of work there for his team, but meanwhile, you look at the soldiers on the poor yabaDABadoo squad. 2 frags apiece, 3 for Infernity, but a lot more frags and a lot more damage coming out overall from good old Delicious Activity. Doggo, who was a domineering force every mid. Ball, who had a good amount of frag to death ratio. But 74, 13 and 5. That's a good kill death ratio. Absolutely.
Yep, it was pretty dominant game for Scrambles there. Infernity and Lyle really struggled. I don't think we even said Lyle's name one time in the cast, so apologies to him, but it just when you only get 2 frags, it's hard to say anything. So that's gonna happen. They ran up against Scrambles, whose super dominant process is a scout heavy map. So it's hard to perform sometimes if you're not ready for what you're gonna be receiving. But since we're short, do we have any definitive answer on what we're gonna do here? Because I imagine our next game won't start for a while.
I am currently in cahoots with the wonderful crew, the Essentials Squad, who have been doing a very good job of making this this tournament thing happen once a month, even. And yeah, really cool stuff. I can talk more about this tournament itself if I knew more.
Well,
But
it's
I'm just
gonna
talking
happen.
over games.
It's gonna happen once a month. Okay, so the prize pool, mind you, is $1,000. That's not for the winning team alone. So I think all the way through 4th get at least some money out of it. So that's real cash money, Ro, which is more than we're getting, I believe.
Oh yeah, no, it's more than I've gotten in my entire life
it is,
as a caster.
And it's sponsored by Twitch. So that's who's providing a lot of the extra stuff that you need to make this sort of a tournament happen. Their goal is to do it once a month from here on out. And you can sign up with your crew if you want to and see how far you go. Even if you know you're not Froyo and you're not going to win, you never know who's going to sign up. Maybe you could get that 4th place if some of the other more dominant teams don't go. Maybe you could even get 3rd. And it will make you play players that you normally don't get to play, and that could end up making you better. You want to challenge yourself every once in a while. And
there are valuable experiences in playing unique teams. That is to say, the top of the invite bracket. It's very I wouldn't call it educational, but you get better by losing, and I think that's something a lot of people can learn from.
Yeah, I've never lost in my life. So, but furthermore, since it may be a while to our next game, I would suggest that it'd be cool if we could just jump into a game already in progress, if such a ability exists.
But I'm being told we could just chill out. We could talk for 10 minutes if you want, Mark. So we can instead of providing music from DJ Console, we can talk about the wild, wacky world of Marxist.
I don't know if anybody actually wants to hear that, but because
vote in chat right now. Vote yay if you want to hear Marxist talk while inebriated, or vote nay if you want to hear DJ Console
mildly inebriated. So yeah, because we got Rewind coming up at the end of next week, right?
Friday is when the action starts. Friday morning.
Yep, the end of next week. So we have that to look forward to. We have our 1-month tournament going on right now. And as always, it is the ESEA season right now. So if you do really like what you're seeing and you're maybe not a typical viewer, there is quite a bit of TF2 out there for you to watch. I don't know what the casting is going to be like this particular week during the weekday, as most of our casters, crew, and high-level players are going to be making their pilgrimage to Santa Ana, California to play in a LAN, which will be great viewing for next weekend. So we'll have 2 really great weekends of TF2 here for you.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Rewind 2. It's being hyped up as probably one of the biggest and best international LANs we're going to be seeing in our lifetime. I'm probably overstating it, but we'll only know once it actually happens. It'll have to compare to things like I-55, which I think was the most competitive LAN we ever had. Maybe it was I-52. One of those two was the most competitive, but either way, it's shaping up to be really good. We've got teams from Europe coming out. We've of course got the NA boys representing our homeland. It's shaping up really well. Particularly the talent, the casters we've got lined up. It's gonna be magical.
Mm-hmm. And plus, I've always really liked. We've had tournaments on and off in TF2, and I like that someone's committed to actually running them monthly. In the past, we tried to do weeklies, and that just it killed whoever organized it.
Yeah.
Which was one person. So shout outs to the Essentials crew for putting this together. It's a ton of work to run a tournament, and they volunteered to subject themselves to it once a month. So kudos to them. I might even end up playing it. I could commit to a weekend.
Yeah, Marxist has a treasure trove of TF2 experience, from the old masters to the current meta and all that stuff. If you want to join his team, you're gonna have to work really hard.
Nah.
And he's gonna yell at you.
I do like yelling.
It's his token asthmatic.
But yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Do we have any idea who our next game's gonna be?
Nope, I will know as soon as I know, and so we're here to kill time or until we go to DJ console for music.
Alright, matches are not out yet. Can confirm we don't know what we'll be bringing you next, but hopefully it'll be good. Since this is round robin, I mean, we could make some guesses. Yeah, well, whatever. It's like a clock. And so we can make some guesses as to what we'll see, and then tomorrow, around the same time as right now and earlier. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have a coordinator.
We've got you, console. I know, but it's like round robin. You're playing with similar records because you can suss it out faster with the record setup. Yeah. Anyways, so we'll be bringing you again more TF2 tomorrow. That'll be the end of the tournament. You'll get to see who wins their first place 600 and so forth tomorrow. And that'll be a lot of fun to watch. I unfortunately won't be there until near the end. But I think Ro, you'll be there. Corn Pop and Mela will probably be there as well.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually pretty much only Corn Pop and Mela for the finals. I know they're doing the finals, and I think Eckstein and Tambo are doing the early matches.
Oh, so Eckstein and Eckstein.
Yeah. Eckstein and Tambo. We might not even be on tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, Marxus. We're done after tonight.
Well, I told them my schedule's tight on Sundays,
yeah,
so we'll see. We're gonna try and run it around here. It looks like we're getting suggestions, right, Ro?